Oh, hello, Al. Everything working sound-wise? You can hear me? Hello, Lone Wolf. It's gonna be a weird one. I know, like, who'd have thunk it? But yeah, I've got to get back into the swing of things. Because yeah, I know, Al, I know you'd mentioned like me going live. But yeah, really weird. Because like, I've got my stepsister staying. And she keeps calling out that she's getting stuck all the time. No, I'm joking. I don't know what it was. Last Saturday, I get my groceries from Walmart, and I'd like go to pick them up because it's only 5 minutes away. And on the way back, I just felt like something was off. Like didn't feel too good. And about an hour after I got home, I was just like sleeping, and it's been like that for about a week. Like, I just can't stop going to sleep. Not like a narcolepsy. I'm not like walking down the street and suddenly but I just felt so tired all the time. So I kept going, yeah, I think I can do a live tomorrow. And when it come to it, I was just laying on the couch going to sleep. So God knows what it was. It's still like a little bit here and there. I'm just like, oh, I just want to go to sleep. But so far, so good. So I saw your comment about the 31 days. Obviously not going to do the 31 days of October because now I've missed about 7 days. Hence the thumbnail image for this 31 minus 7 because it was last Saturday when I last shot anything. So yeah, not going to make that unless I can learn how to do a time machine and go back 7 days. But then I would still have that shitty sickness, whatever the fuck it was, and still sleep. So there's no change in time. And funny enough, that's what I've always thought with like the whole time machine thing. Like if people said like, I think the evidence that we have never been able to time travel is purely, and I will minus like cannabis and mushrooms and stuff like that from this. But the reason we haven't done it is because we don't know about it now. Because we would have gone back in time and then told people and things. So the very fact we don't know that it's a thing, I think that proves that it doesn't exist. But I'm still going to try and continue with the 30. It's just going to be, oh fuck, what's 31, 30, so 20, it's going to have to be 24 days. Hello Rob, how you doing? So we're just going to have to adjust the math a little bit. I guess I could still do 31 days, it just won't be consecutive. So 31 days for a week's vacation, we'll call it. But at least I am going to continue with Nobby. So I did band him up for those that did see the last few videos. Yeah, I think one of the last ones I'd done was when the band snapped on this. I picked up another frame and the band snapped on that. And then I went to go for pickle fork and I got 2 ricochets like come back at me. And it was like, yep, okay, I hear, don't shoot. So this is the first shot in a week. Oh, I know I say I'm techie all the time, but I'm not good at like the whole green screen thing. So instead of doing that, we've got the tie-dye. I've got the tie-dye, and if I stand back, so you can see the pants, I've got the tie-dye. I'm channeling my inner hippie today. It's just all about the tie-dye. So I don't know, do I disappear into the background? Am I just like a floating head? Right, so let's try this. First shot in a week. And actually, because I rebanded this, see, some things never change, eh? Let's just do this. Oh, and the dog's coming down. What do you want? right as I'm about to start, I go live and you come down because you want attention. What do you want? Go away. I don't know what you're sniffing for. I am me. Unless I've changed. He's sniffing me as if I'm not me. You're just going to have to trust that I am me. I'm pretty sure I am. So these bands are a lot lighter than what I was doing before. Oh, I do have my fanny pack. So let's do about 10, aiming at the centre and see how that goes. So these are, I was shooting with 0.5. These are 0.45 because it was all I had at the time, apart from like going up to a stupid amount. And I tried a 0.6, cutting it down, and it was just nuts. And I might even start thinking about an outdoor range. Yeah, 0.45. These are the electric white? No, I'm not sure what ones these are. The bands, because I had just had a bag with 0.45 written on it. Right, okay, there's something wrong there because that hit those top ones. I think I actually hit the elastic on that top row of spinners. And I don't even see any holes on that target. Let's just have a look. Right, I haven't even hit the target yet. Anywhere, like on that paper at all. I am missing drastically on this, so there's something weird going on there. Ow. Yeah, not even hit. So as a test, let's go with my beloved Apex just to see if my brain is malfunctioning or my eyes have moved or something. Right, it looks like I hit just above the centre. Do a couple more, but yeah, that I can just see it to the above and to the left of the light grey circle. What? Go upstairs, bugger off. Or stay down here, it's up to you. Don't even know if he's showing up, but what do you want? What do you want, eh? You smell like dog. Did you know that? What? What, you think it's a treat or something? Your food is up. I reached into my fanny pack. He thinks I'm reaching for a treat for him. Because when we go for a walk, I've got a fanny pack on with his treat. He thinks there's treats in here. That was what I didn't realise why he was doing that and just looking at me every time I reach into the fanny pack for the ammo, and it's because like he thinks there's treats in there. Hey Mikey, how you doing? Right, let's give it. I'll tell you what. Let's give it a go with this natty. Because I'm feeling the natties today. That looked like slightly low. Can't really tell. I've been keeping an eye on that package I've sent you, Mikey. It looks like it's in LA at the moment. So I think it was there on Friday. So I don't know how long, if you've ever received mail from Canada, how long it takes from LA to get to you, but hopefully you'll have it within the next couple of days. Right, so that came back at me. I don't know what's going on with my aim today. Yeah, there's definitely some. I hit at the very top of the page, like right near the elastic, but that literally came back to me. It's right by my feet. Which means I'm going to need to sort out like the, what would you call it? The dampening in the background. Because obviously it's not fucking dampening very much. Yeah, I see that. That's at like the 1 o'clock. Right, so I'm obviously, with the apex I'm hitting on target as I would guess. With knobby it's like way off. It's like I'm not even hitting the paper, so I've no idea what's going on there. Yeah, see, I don't know what the copyright. You saying that, Mikey? By the way, Mikey, in case you hadn't noticed, the description for all my videos so far, since you said that thing, has been the description for every video. Representing yo. Yeah, there's something going on with knobby. I probably banded it up weird or something, because yeah, I'm pretty much on target with this. I've still yet to figure out what I'm going to do with this shoe rack thing, because I want the names on the front, but of course like I don't want them there like permanent marker, because if I got rid of one or something, then I've got to figure something out. So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with that. And I'm going to be trying to sort something out, because I've had it planned for a while, but hopefully on Halloween night I'm going to be shooting the Freddy Krueger one for the first time. Believe it or not, I haven't shot it yet. So, but I've kind of had something planned, and then it kind of fell apart. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, but I might have an idea. So, for Halloween night, I know people are going to be giving out candy, so I'll make it a bit of a later one, just so you can do that. But I do want to shoot that for anyone who hasn't seen it. This is the Lee Harrison STS, and that was the Freddy Krueger build. So if you see on his channel, he's done like a 30-minute video of him making it and putting it all together. I'm going to change them bands for sure, because yeah, those bands are not going to be good like at 7 meters. I'm going to have to change the bands, but that's the plan for Halloween night, to shoot the Freddy one. Oh, did you want it then, Mikey? Like, I mean, it's only a description. I haven't changed the channel. I don't mind moving it because it is a pretty good like phrase. I do not mind changing my description. For the 20 odd people that watch my videos, it won't make a difference. Oh, and I have, see, I'm trying to do a thing for Halloween. The beard, so I put the beard dye in, and that doesn't show up. It looks ginger on here, but it's more of an orangey colour. So what I'm planning on doing for my Halloween costume, like for work, because I'll be going in to work on that day, I've got a beard iron straightener, and then I'm going to do like a little black triangle, and a smiley mouth. So like my beard would be like a pumpkin. That's the plan anyway. But I don't have any black dye, so it's going to have to be a Sharpie. And I'm not spending $20 on black dye just to do a couple of little... Well, I could have a black beard afterwards. See, this is where my brain starts going nuts. Because it's like, oh, then you could have a black beard, and then black beard pirates, and then you could dress up like a pirate and do like slingshot pirates or Blackbeard slings or something. See, it's fun and it's funny until I'm trying to go to sleep at night and it's like 2 AM and my brain's coming up with all dumb shit like this. Yeah, I think one of my projects, because I have next week, not this coming week, but I have next week off, I think it's going to be a case of sorting out that catch box. I've got to sort something out in that background. I mean, it looks a state anyway, all those cloths. I do have like other things, like I've got to get my arse in gear. I really need, like, and I've tried it, if anyone's got a way of like doing this, because I've tried like a whole online thing and manually writing it down, to-do lists. Like, I'm great at writing the list, but just terrible at then looking at the fucking thing afterwards and doing the stuff. So the list of things to do, but like I've really got to tidy that up. Like the red is an old tablecloth, the black is and I think I mentioned this way earlier in the video, it was from Dollarama, and it's just like that stuff you put in drawers to stop the things sliding around. But yeah, it's not working out as well as I thought. I thought it would, because it's kind of like rubbery, like foam, but I think it's just getting destroyed too easily. And I haven't tried a pickle fork since that night either, because I do need to get a decent kind of like a template-y thing to cut thinner bands. And I did have one of those, I know I might have said this already, I did have one of those weird rulers where you like bring the angler, whatever it's called, like the adjustable template thing. But, and this was ages ago, before I was like really in with the community and knew about like Omega and stuff like that. But I got it from one of the China places, and what it was, I put the thing out at an angle, like looked at like all how to use it. So I had it already, and I had the 45mm roller cutter, but the lip on the edge of the thing must have been like 46mm, because I put it on and the roller was like floating above, like it didn't actually cut anything. So I got pissed off of it one day and just snapped it in half, because it's like, I'm not going to grind this thing down, so I do need to get a good template so I can cut some thinner bands. Because when Shade sent me Nobby, that was, I think I measured it, I did scribble it down, I think that was 14 to 10 with a 0.5. Just to prove the accuracy and just to get Mikey all excited about his package, let's go for that disc. Oh, I was meant to sort that out. Right, so for the next video, let me take this shot. Let me get the ting first, and then I'll finish that thought. Okay, what am I missing? Let's get head on with it. It's either that or I'm shooting so well it's going through the middle, which is one of the thought I was going to finish in a minute. Okay, what is going? Look, I'm hitting it because I knocked the ghost. Look, the ghost below it is spinning. Okay, let's check this. Well, I guess it's true when you spend a while away from shooting, like you do just lose your accuracy and everything. Okay, maybe I'm rushing. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm rushing it too much. If I don't hit it on this one, I'll finish the thought that I had that I wanted to finish, because else my brain will move on. Right, let's finish this. So I got these a while ago, and these stickers, and I probably, it's going to cover the string, I probably could. Let's just open up this reel, because these stickers, I noticed a couple of days ago, are just slightly smaller. So these are just slightly smaller than the discs. So I could just go and stick one of these on. Yeah, I've had these stickers sitting around for ages. I got it from the China places again. See, and I'm not a big advocate for those stores, but when you just want something that's like, yeah, I want to kind of try it out, and if it sucks, I'll throw it away. that's what those stores are good for. Like, if I wanted anything of any quality, then I wouldn't go there. But for stuff like, oh, just some stickers, just to see how well they work. But yeah, that actually looks pretty good, that Target sticker. So there you go, Mike. If you've got some, like these little round targets, or when you get your package, you'll be able to add some on. But I figured this will tell me if I'm going through the centre. Nope, I don't think I am, because that red dot would have disappeared. So let's try. Let's swap it over. See, Mikey, there's the one I ordered from you guys. Apex Plus. And if not this, then maybe I'll go to the Aries. I haven't shot the Aries in ages, and I know it's because I was doing that whole October thing. Oh, the sticker dulls it down. It doesn't go ding anymore. Or is it because it's resting on that string? That it was resting on the lower elastic. Oh, that might be horrible. I mean, it's kind of nice to have like a splat target on there. I'm going to put another one on there because it's kind of rotating round, and then I've got one on both sides. But I got these from like one of the China places, so I'm sure you can get them on both of like the big ones that are out there. But they were so cheap, just like in Canadian, I think it was like $3 or $4, something like that, for a reel of them. So in the US, that's probably free. Right, I'll have to figure out a way of stopping it rotating, but I mean, it's not so bad. If it rotates slowly like that, it adds a challenge to it. Yep. So, be forewarned. So the sticker takes away the ting. And I live for that ting. Hello Willis, how you doing? Just saw you join. Yeah, so Mikey, don't put the stickers on it, because you really need that ting sound. What I do. Will be interesting though to see, like, I'm going to check it in a minute, because these are meant to be splat stickers. They're not just targets, they're meant to give like that little yellowish splat. So let's see if it does actually. I mean, it's showing up. It doesn't. I don't know if it shows up that well on camera, but I think on one side, the one that's. Oh, it's going to go backwards. Motherfucker. There, that side in the top corner, you can see to the top left. And then just to the right of that as well. I actually kind of like it spinning. I'm going to try and think of a way of making it spin. See, now I'm losing it again. See, I even got, because you joined late, Mikey, that's what I was saying about the background. I've got tie-dye. I went tie-dye t-shirt and the tie-dye pants. It saves doing a green screen and making bits disappear. I can just blend in with the tie-dye. It's just a head and the word Gushers floating below it. Well, Mikey, like and subscribe. Let me catch up. Oh, that's, yeah. I've got to try and be good. See, because it's been a few days. I said, Mikey, like the reason like I was not around for a while is because I got my stepsister staying, and fucking it, like she gets stuck all the like several times a day. She's shouting out that she's stuck. It's like, but yeah, I've got to try and be good with the chat as well, because I do tend to forget that because my brain's chatting to me constantly. So you see how the chat, I mean not on here, but like on, like if the chat's going crazy and just scrolling up, that's what my brain's like all the time. So if I forget the chat, it's just because my brain's doing it for me badly. Oh, it's going to give me a side-on shot. Oh, I was meant to ask you, Mikey, because like, I do watch videos and all that, like when I haven't been around. About a month or so ago, like you had a string thing that you had on your catch box. Oh, that was it. It was for the fall down things, and you pulled the string and they all come back up. Did that not work out, or because I was thinking of, I wanted to do something similar, do like the drop down things and then have something to pop them back up. I was meant to ask you, like, did it just not work out, or you just got pissed off doing it and thought, fuck this? Hey, Knuckles, just saw you. Well, I'm just catching up on the chat. How you doing? Yeah, Knuckle. Yeah, I just gave the pre-story. But yeah, seriously, for those just joining, the reason I wasn't around, and I kept trying to do a live, it was not Friday just gone, the Friday before. Like, felt a little weird. I know. What's new? But the Saturday morning, I picked up my groceries. And I was planning on going live, and all of a sudden, I just felt so tired, and I slept like. Kept having like naps throughout Saturday. So okay, I'll do a live on Sunday. Same thing. I slept until like 10 o'clock Sunday morning, and it's just been like that for about a week. Just all I want to do is sleep, which it's still there a little bit. It's not 100% gone. But I got up this morning, and then I started watching ATO's live, and all of a sudden I was like, I want to go back asleep again. But I've been drinking lots of tea. I don't have coffee in the house because the coffee here is shit. See this Apex, I'm always on target with this Apex. Let's just try for shits and giggles. That looks like it. There we go. So yeah, anyone who hasn't seen it, that was the Copperhead Aries that I was waiting for so. Oh, those bands look really wide. Oh, I don't know. No, I've shot it before with these bands, I'm pretty sure. I'm just concerned because when I tried the pickle fork a week ago, or whenever it was, that really did ricochet and come back at me. So and it had pretty thick bands on, but I think these are only 0.45. But I'm going to go for the can. Let's just have a bit of a bigger target. Actually, these bands are not bad. And I'm doing it bad again. Like, this is where I said, this was the reason I started to try and do the whole 1 month thing, was because I keep jumping around to different frames, so I've got to try and stick to one. Right, I am not on target on this Aries at all. Which, just to show anyone who saw earlier videos with the Aries and like, I think the bands popped out or something, I can't remember. But see, they are in there rock solid now. Like, they are not popping out. We can get the right angle on that. It was just as Chuckin had said, like, really crank it tight. Yeah, I'm way off. So we go back to that. Where did I put that? Let's go back to the natty. I'm at least going to wrap October up with a natty. Yeah, it is nice, Knuckle. I really like it, no regrets on that whatsoever. Before I started doing this whole October, trying to do one frame for the whole month, yeah, I was shooting it every day. I would usually flip between that and the Apex Plus, which to me, the Apex Plus, I don't know, it's just something about that frame, it just, everything just works for me. So I'm sure there's people out there with an Apex that go, it's alright, or oh, it's terrible, but for me, the Apex Plus just, the heavens align, or whatever the saying is. Okay, I'm missing on with this now. I'm wondering, because like, what does it make a difference? Because I know it makes a difference, like if you're shooting like up or down, so you do this. But do you find it different if you're turning, like pivoting like that, like turning to the sides? Because I'm finding I miss if I do that, but if I sidestep to just shoot straight on, let's just test that theory before I say it fully. So on the can, maybe not. Maybe this is just one of them days where I'm just not going to hit anything. Which I'm still going to keep going because I'm still having fun. I'll keep going to the point where then I would get pissed off. But I'm not pissed off because I still enjoy shooting. Is it just me? Like, it is frustrating when you have like one of those days shooting and you just keep missing. But I don't know, sometimes it doesn't affect me as much. I'm not bothered by it. I'm just enjoying shooting and I just keep going with it. Eventually I'm going to go, oh for fuck's sake, and table flip. I am not the true Zen master. I know I've got the belly of Buddha, but yeah, I'm not there yet. Maybe I've got to rub my belly for luck. Right, I'm missing with that now. Just go back to this orange Apex. See, so far now at the moment, Mikey, it's the orange Apex I got from you guys that's working for me today. For some reason, everything else just isn't working that I've touched. Let's just make sure. Yeah, the dog tags. See, I was wondering. So, Mikey, the dog tags. Can you just have words, or could you put like pictures on there? You just reminded me, Al. My gizmos. So, line up the bands. draw a line. You hit the nail on the head, Al. I was missing my gizmos. For those that haven't seen earlier videos, I call it the gizmos because it's the rules that you have to go through. And that's what Al was just saying, missing a step. So I'm missing that step. What I was doing when I first started this, going through the steps was like Gizmo from Gremlins. And don't feed after dark, to go through all these rules. I guess it doesn't really fit though, because like with Gizmo it was rules, but it wasn't a set of steps. So I'll have to come up with something else, I think. But I would literally voice out exactly what I'm doing to try and get it in my head to do it consistently. And I got to a point where I was really consistent. And you're right, Al, I'm not doing that. Let's just catch up with the chat. You're probably missing a step. Yes, focus. So now you've said that, I want to do like the whole Karate Kid. The original Karate Kid, not that shit they released 10 years ago with Will Smith's kid. That was terrible. That's an abomination. It's actually a good movie, Karate Kid. See, I'm a big movie person, so like sometimes movies pop in my head, especially in chats like this. Like, oh, I should watch that. Like, who was it? Someone said in Mark's chat, and someone said we should have a Face Off. So, oh my God, Face Off! That was a great movie. Did I say hi to you, Rob? Sorry, if I did miss. Hello, Rob. If I already said it, forget I just said it just then, and just take the first one because that was the initial one. I mean, the fine tuning is dependent on how hard or soft you press into your cheeks for a short draw. Right, yeah, so Rob, I could see that, yeah, because you're going to put that line off. Now, for me, the only thing that is difficult with the cheek, because I have a weird... I say it's weird just because I've not seen anyone else do it. So I'm not like, oh, I'm not like other guys. I'm so unique. Like, with my horse bow, I would always draw. I found I've naturally moved to my draw where I would with a horse bow. But I bring knuckle to the little triangle part of the ear. It just feels natural, and to me, it's... If I bring something to my cheek, I'm below my eye line. But by bringing it up, I'm looking straight down the bands. Now, actually, does that work? Because you're still going to be lower. No, it should. To me, logically, that makes sense. Whether it does or not, I don't know. But to me, that's how I used to shoot my horse bow. Would be so I could look straight down the arrow through the point at the target. So yeah, for you Knuckles, I don't know if you've seen the earlier video, so my gizmos, as I would call them, hello Piper, glad you joined. So for you Knuckles, because I know you sort of you started out, and I'm not a veteran, I've only been at this properly since, I think April was when I got my first Scout. I only bought one. In the order, there was only one frame. Inside joke but to bring you up to speed, Knuckles, I got that and the Ocularis, and I fucking hate it. I hate the Ocularis. Hate it so much. But the Scout LT was like, that was really good. But yeah, I've only been at it like 6 months-ish now. But what I do, I called it my gizmos, is I voice literally, like, it's not just for the video here, like even when I wasn't recording myself, I would still talk my way through the shot to make sure that I'm doing everything, just like as Al had put earlier. Oh, I bet you're missing a step. Hey Jose, how's things? So what if I go through it now? So I make sure I've got the ball in the pouch, and I hold it like that. So just in front of it, and there's a little mouth. So it's not fully tight, but see, I can pull to a full draw with that, and there's still a little gap. I don't know if I can get that well on camera. So see, there's still a little bit of a gap there. So I draw back like that. So my gizmos or my steps are, I get into my brace, I do a thumb brace. For me, you can ignore this bit because I think I'm the only one that does this. It's just evolved, and it's just the way I'm doing it now. I bring up and I pull and draw at the same time. Now, not to shoot, but what I do as I draw, and I'm not going to do it fully, but once I'm at my anchor points, let's say my knuckle is here by my little triangle bit of the ear. Is it going to work better from this camera? It might work better from this camera. So what I do, first of all, so let's get it like that. So first thing I do is line up the band. So that is my pivot here. So I'm making little adjustments until the bands line up and they make just one line, like that. Then the next step after that, when I say draw a line, is I make sure that band, like that, if I'm off to the side. But if I was to still shoot that with the bands lined up, but it's going to go over that way, because like the line that the bands draw, that I'm assuming the ammo is going to go straight through. So that was when I say draw a line, I mean I make sure that one line of the two bands is going straight at the target. So the full thing would be the draw at the anchor point, line up the bands, draw a line, and that worked. To me that works. Keep doing that and speaking it out loud. Luckily, like, I saw some of your videos, Knuckles, and like you're in the middle of nowhere, so no one's probably going to come along and say, why is that crazy guy talking to himself? And the answer to that, if anyone ever does, is, well, if you can't see my friends, then something wrong with you. But yeah, so yeah, don't put the sticker on the discs, Mikey. Like, it ruins the ting. Luckily I've got a bag full of them, and I actually just got a few more hard drives last week. But I had a friend locally, let's shoot, don't forget to shoot. So draw the line, spot on, and that was where I was going for the disc. So what I've also done is, like, in Facebook, there's like I don't know, you probably have it in the US, they do it here as well. Well, they do it here, like there's not just a Calgary group, but there's like a very small, like, to the actual neighbourhood that I'm in, and there's a group there. And what I do sometimes, I post in there and just say, look, has anyone got any old computers and old hard drives? Because I'll come and take them off your hands, because I take them apart, I get all the magnets out and discs and stuff. Someone actually messaged, or well, they responded to one of my messages last week, and they've got a whole computer that they just like, we just want it gone. So what I'm planning on doing, and I don't mind, like, anyone else, like, take this idea and run with it if you want, but it's a metal case. So I'm thinking, there's a good target box. So if I open it up, and I mean, those things are pretty tough, I could put that outside and then have that as like an outdoor shooting target box thing. Because it's metal, I could drill holes in the top of it. So just like a normal tower, like you've seen, like the towers standing up, like it's actually what I'm running on now. Can you, right, so this light down here, but I don't want to mess around too much because I might miss something. But basically I've got one of those towers down here, like a full PC this is running on. And I'm thinking, sorry, my brain went all over the place then, I think I'd already said it. So yeah, I want to do like a target box, take off one of the sides, oh, and drilling in the top, so I could drill holes in the top of it, and that's where the targets can just dangle down from. And I'm going to keep like the motherboard in the back because that'll just look cool to just shoot that and see it explode and stuff. I don't even know if it'll explode. I've never shot something at a motherboard before. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's all the fun of it. See, I have to do right. Shoot. I know. Take the shot. Ooh. See, this is why I do stuff like this, because there are things I want to do, and I think I've seen some people do it on videos. I'm not saying it was like my idea. I'm sure people have done it before I even mentioned it. But in the US, you can get those things called sumo snaps. I think like just tying a bit of string around one of those and just having like dangling in the catch box and just shoot that and like the bang. Yeah, the sumo snaps are like those red things, like about that long, I think. I think they have different power snaps and stuff like that. But tie one of those up and put it in your catch box, or even just dangle it and just shoot it, and it'll bang, like ammo going through. When they make that pop crack sound by throwing it on the ground, so imagine your ammo going through that at like 300 feet per second. Oh, line up about 10 of them. Anyone in the US, oh, there you go. There's your video idea. Right, so the reason I say it, those things are illegal in Canada. Apparently they're like the same as C4 or something. I am joking, but yeah, no, they are illegal. You can't buy those little throw on the floor snap things. Even those shitty little paper ones, the tiny little bit of paper, illegal. Can't have them here. So, but imagine those sumo snaps, and if you don't know what I mean, hopefully you know what I mean, but they look like a little sort of stick of dynamite, probably, I don't know, about that big or so. Imagine, get those, you might have to glue, like, right, so also, if I was to do it, or get hold of them, which I can't, what I would do is get a plank of wood or something and weigh that down so that it doesn't move. Then I would just put a dot of glue on the bottom of each one. Right, so this is my Open L7 knife, but let's just say that was one of the super snaps. I'd put a dot of glue on the bottom and then stick it like that, and then just do like a row, like 10 of them. So if you get it shooting straight, it's like bang, 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 bang. Imagine that. See, you lot don't know how lucky you are. The only thing Canada's got over the US for stuff like this, we're allowed Kinder eggs. We can have a bit of chocolate with a toy inside it. Hopefully people in the US know what a Kinder egg is, and at least are crying now because you can't have one. So I could try and sneak you one. There's a thought. I wonder what would happen if I was to send a Kinder egg to someone in the US. I wonder if customs would literally take it and destroy it. A fucking bit of chocolate with a toy in it. I wonder if they would destroy it. Contraband. And if you've never seen like a Kinder egg, like the toys are terrible. They're I mean, for a little kid, that's what they're designed for. Hence a Kinder. Oh, it's in the name. It's designed for kids, I know. But I'm kind of a big kid anyway. I know, shocker. I'm a big kid anyway. I used to really like it when my kids were little. I would get them Kinder eggs. And it was good because like single parent and 2 kids, so like I'd buy the box of 3, and it's like we all got a Kinder egg. But it was actually good. Like I like making those little toys. They only took like 4 or 5 parts. But the first job I worked at was Nortel. And this is going back in the 90s. So draw the line. Oh, just tweaked it. Tweaked it. Tweaked it. So the first job I worked at was Nortel. That was in England. So it's a Canadian company, telecommunications. They're gone now. Like, I think they went the same way as like Enron and stuff. They were doing some dodgy tax things, or don't quote me on that, but I think I recall something. There was something dodgy about their accounting, and they went tits up. Why do they call it tits up? I don't get why they call it tits. Like, do they say that in America? Like, I know they say it in Canada. Oh, it's gone tits up. Like, it's gone wrong. Why? Why tits up? Surely tits up is a good thing. You don't want tits down, like down to the knees. See, sometimes when I do these lives, in my brain it's like, you've got nothing to talk about. It's honest truth. When I first click go, my brain's going, you've got nothing to talk about. Yeah. An hour of just like talking complete and utter trash. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up later, why they call it tits up. But right, let's catch up on I can tell as soon as I let go. Yeah, Knuckles, so sorry, I've just gone back a bit on the chat because I'm trying to be good. Yeah, sometimes I do, like I feel it, and what I do, Knuckles, is, and if you already know this, just like skip forwards into the future, just past it. But if I feel it right, even just a gut feeling, no, this is going wrong, just relax your bands, bring your hands down, then do your gizmos over again, start doing the steps again. That I learnt from archery. When I first learned proper archery, it was like with a compound bow. Now, actually, I learned on a recurve many years ago, and then my main first bow was a compound, and the teacher there said, you just feel just a little bit off, relax it, start the process again. But yeah, there are those times I release and everything's working, and it's the second my fingers release, I feel myself move a little bit. So that is a thing. Right, I can tell as soon as I let go. What's more? Hellos. Oh, you get them from Mexico. Do you know, Jose? Do you know why they're banned in the US? I heard a story that, and let's go for the can. Let's just have some fun today. See, and that one, I felt as I let go, it wasn't in the pouch all the way to the back. So that felt off as I let go. But yeah, I should have reset on that one. So, draw, line up the bands, draw the line. I clipped that just lightly. It's the trouble, sometimes you get this can and it gets flattened so much that you can't see where you're actually hitting. But yeah, do you know, Jose, why they banned them? I heard stories once that it was like one kid choked on it, and then that was it. It was just like, okay, now no one can have this stuff. I don't know if that's true, but that was what I heard. Let's do the disc. I'm not sure what I hit then because they're so close to each other. See, that one thing, like they had a similar thing here, not with Kinder eggs, but anyone with young kids or little kids or whatever, I don't know what they call them, but they're the baby walkers or the flying saucers. So like you put the baby in the middle and they've got like the thing around them with all the toys. But you can get them on wheels, but you can't here in Canada. They were banned, so you can get the one with like the rocker thing, so they can rock around on it and play with toys and stuff like that, but you can't get the wheeled ones. Story I heard was one parent one day had their kid at the top of the stairs, and the kid was like running around and then fell down the stairs in this thing. And after that, they were banned with wheels. So it's like, because one idiot didn't think, kids at the top of the stairs, maybe I should put something blocking the stairs. or not have the kid mobile at the top of the stairs, because there was one parent like that. No one's allowed them. So yeah, that's why I wondered about the eggs. I got a guy. It's a guy. Can you imagine how like late night back alley meetings and like, people like slipping money to? Have you got the pack of 3? They've got jigsaws. Oh, that's what I was going to say about Nortel. Yeah, I don't know why, like in the 90s, everyone went crazy for Kinder Eggs, even though they've been around for a while. And even people like working in offices, like they're just toys everywhere. It was like a collector's thing. And like they do seasons, like the McDonald's Happy Meal toys, but they've done a section of like jigsaws and people were like taping them up once they put them together. Had like these mosaics of all these little Kinder jigsaws. I actually kind of like Kinder Eggs. Yep, see, when I do my gizmos, as I say, I've got to come up with a new name, because Gizmo Gremlins, that's a set of rules that all equally apply, where this is more steps. So the first thing that pops into my head with steps is shampoo bottles, and that's because I don't know if it was just an 80s 90s thing, but there'd be sometimes when you're like sitting on the toilet and you're in the bathroom and you had nothing to read, like this is before cell phones, and you'd pick up like a shampoo bottle and just be reading the back. And the thing on the shampoo bottle is you would always run out of shampoo if you followed their instructions, because I haven't looked in decades, but when I was a kid it just had 3 instructions: wash, rinse, repeat. Well, if you follow those instructions, you wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat, because the last bit is repeat, so you have to go back to stage 1 again. You're just going to run out of shampoo because you're just going to keep washing and washing your hair. Is it just me that thought that? I've probably had a weird brain since I was a kid. I am going for the can now. So what happens, it was making me think earlier with Mark on his live, because like he said, oh, he's calling it because it's cold, and I get that, I'm in Canada, it's cold. I just wondered, so do a lot of people no longer shoot? Like those people that are predominantly shooting outside, what do you do when winter comes? I'm assuming people like Mikey can continue to shoot because you're in Arizona, and I'm not sure where you are, Jose. I think California. Did you say? I think you said California at one point, ages ago, or I just knew that for some reason. So those places, I'm guessing you can, because it's not cold, but in Canada, when it hits even minus 20, minus 20 feels cold. Minus 40 is brutal. So yeah, there's no way. Like that, they give warnings in Canada. Yeah, see, doing the gizmos works. They do warnings, and we had it earlier this year. In February, it was going below minus 40, which even for those in the US, it's the same. Like Fahrenheit and Celsius at minus 40, that's where they're exactly the same. And yeah, they give you warnings. And if you go outside, and don't quote me on the exact number, but it is not a lot. It is something like exposed flesh starts to die within 5 or 6 minutes. It's something very quick. So yeah, you do not want to be outside in that, and you can feel it. You can really feel it, the cold. So line up the bands, draw the line. I also find, and more for Knuckles and that, and just tell me to shut the fuck up if these are not helping, but I'm just, because I'm still fairly new myself, so I'm just, what I tend to do, I find if I start missing a lot, it's because I'm rushing. and that's why doing my gizmos. Fuck it, I'll keep calling them gizmos. I just got used to it now. Reason it works is because it slows me down. Because I'm not like, oh, aim, shoot. It's like, no, do one, then the next, then the next. So, aim, line up the bands, draw the line. See, when I slow it down, I've realised that's definitely a big thing for me, rushing it. I think sometimes, oh, I'm holding too long, the bands. So I know there's a whole thing about the bands warm up when you draw back, and when you let go, they cool down and stuff. But I'm not seeing much of an issue, and that's because I'm shooting indoors at 7 meters-ish. I'll have to measure it one day. I'm guesstimating 7 meters. Draw the line. See, oh, anyone who has started new watching this, reason I have the second Apex, and they are, if anyone was interested, are they definitely exactly the same? They are definitely exactly the same. But this one I got, I don't know what colour it is, like it shows up like a greenish there, and it is kind of, you know, like that plastic that's glow in the dark? It looks like that. It doesn't glow in the dark, but it does kind of look like that. But the reason I got two is like for fork hits and stuff like that, because I got this one first, and it's like, well, I want one to shoot, but I want one to take out with me and stuff like that. But I was also interested because, as I've always said, like the Apex Plus for me is just, I don't know, I honestly cannot explain it, just it works for me. Ivory. Oh, and hello Turtle. Sorry, I don't know if you said hello earlier. Yeah, I think that is called ivory, that colour. But yeah, it doesn't look like ivory. Like when you think ivory, you think elephant tusk. That is kind of like there's a subtle greenish tinge to it. But yeah, part of me also wanted to test the theory that, because as soon as I got that Apex Plus, it was like I was just hitting like crazy. It's like I seriously couldn't believe it. It's like I wouldn't have thought a frame would increase my accuracy, or I don't know if that's the right phrase, make me shoot better at least. And I think it's just the way everything just lines up. But that was the other reason I got a second one, because I wanted to put it to the test, because it's like, is it just that one? Maybe that one is like there's just something in it that does it. But yeah, no, I ordered from Omega Slings. I got this, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, something like that. I figured, because I love orange, so it's like, yeah, I have to go for the orange if I'm going to get a second one. And yeah, it's the same, exactly the same. Like, the feel is the same, I shoot the same, it works. Has anyone ever had, like anyone with an Apex Plus, is there anyone out there, or have you heard of anyone that doesn't like it? I'm not ranting and raving like saying it's the best ever. Again, clearly saying it's, for me, it's the one. But I just wondered if anyone hates it, because the Ocularis, sorry if anyone was eating then. The Ocularis, like, I've heard of people like, that they like it, and that was one of the reasons I did get it, because when I started out, they put, oh, the Ocularis, you can do this, you can do that, and honestly, I haven't seen anyone shoot it in such a long time, but I got it because there was a lot of people going, oh, it's great, and I hate it, absolutely hate it. Again, not putting down the company, but because as I said, I got the where is it? There it is. Right, it's a simple shot there. So that is my Scout That's the first one, not the second one. And I still shoot it. I will happily like shoot that right now, in fact. Just for a little change. We'll put that in there. There is one, I do use one pocket for both of the apexes. But see, I will happily pick up this and shoot it, and I enjoy shooting it. It feels great. Just the Ocularis, I think, to me, and this is my honest opinion, I know I've said that, I should just shut up about it, but I think it's just there's too much going on it. It needs to be simplified. It's actually going to be interesting. I haven't shot this in months. That felt weird on the release. I mean, it's completely different band. I have no idea what these bands are. That just feels weird. I'm going to have to make some more bands. You're just dropping in, then dropping out, are you, turtle? See, I've got the tie-dye, see, it's the hippie. Drop in and drop out, or what was it they used to say? See, on the can. Like, I'm very happy to shoot this one. Feels great. I love the adjustment on this. Now, I was in two minds whether to get the LT2, and then I was like, I don't know. There's nothing bad about it. I like the LT. I'm just like, I'd be buying the LT2 purely for the sake of saying I have an LT2. I don't know if I would be like I have a need for it, because on this I can have the bands OTT or TTF to the side. These clips, they just rotate round. So this was an excellent design. The other one, however, yeah, there's just too much going on. There's like dimples all over the place. The whole fork is like this big circle, and there's no way you're going to get the bands exactly the same every time. Like, they're going to be even just slightly off to the sides, unless like you do a marker on the inside of the fork. And just, it seemed to me, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Yeah, we'll do a few more shots with this, just because. I am having fun, but it does get hot. I'm actually looking forward to winter. I'm one of those people that likes the cold. Even in my basement, I'm sweating down it, and I've got a big fan off to the side, like one of those great big box fans. It's probably about, I don't know, 2 feet by 2 feet, like square, and it's on full, blowing at me. I don't know if you can see. Can you see like the curtain waving? It's literally just behind that corner of the curtain. Oh, you can see it, I think, on this screen. If you go to that bottom corner, you can just see like a white square. If I was to do this, there, see? And I'm still sweating, like it's hot down here. So yeah, I'm one of those people that loves the cold. I'm actually hoping to draw the line. I'm hoping to do a lot more exercise. I haven't done bad, losing a little bit of weight, but I'm planning on doing more exercise because I can't exercise during the summer. This isn't just summer, this is like years, but I exercise better in the winter because when I inevitably, is that right? Inevitably start overheating, I can just strip off down to my underwear and go and stand out in the back garden and cool off. But yeah, in the summer, like I'm one of these people like 20 Celsius, so let's say 70, 72 Fahrenheit. I'm just sweating at that. I'm useless. Like don't clean the house, don't do anything because I'm just overheating. As part of the reason I moved to bloody Canada. Believe it or not, we do get really hot summers. See, I am getting on board. And by the way, Mikey, if you can see that little ducky, that's the one you sent me. Pink as well. I don't know, Mikey, if you're still around, but did you purposefully send me the pink one? Because I said I like pink stuff. I was going for it. That came back at me. Won't go for that duck. I'll have to figure out that backing. Because there's a lot of layers there. There's 3 of those red, 2 of those black cloth things, and then there's like a really thick quilt, like that whitish greenish in the back is like a quilt kind of thing. So yeah, it's pretty thick. And if it's going through that and hitting the wood at the back and bouncing back, well, that's the only way I can think of a ricochet. It's hitting so hard that it's coming back. Or, no, it can't. I was going to say, or that, or for some reason I am hitting that elastic with such accuracy that it's like a wrestler, doing, and then bouncing back. But I'd see everything jiggling around and shaking and stuff like that. I don't think that's the case. I think it's hitting with such force that it's coming back, but going for the disc. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out that natty. I'm going to have to figure out Nobby the natty. There's obviously something weird going on. I wonder if I've banded it up slightly uneven or something like that. But I'll have to figure that one out. But the other natty... Right, let's just do this one, and then I'll do a couple more with... I'll go back to that other natty and just see how I do with that. See, a little bit of a moving target. Right, so there's this one. And yeah, I'll just do about 2 or 3 shots with this because I can literally feel the sweat running down my back. I am not stripping off. That would be funny though, wouldn't it? To like set up doing OnlyFans and then I'll do like topless shooting on OnlyFans just to see if anyone joined. But there's a little bit of me that wants to do it just to see, like, I don't know, like if you don't have to pay to get an OnlyFans account, I might actually do it one day. Just do like topless shooting on, just to see if anyone pays to see it. Oh, am I the only one that thinks this shit? Right, well, I'm just going to do this shot and then we'll call it on this because also this is steaming up. I'm not just saying it, look. I don't know if you can see that at the top, it's literally steaming up because I'm getting too hot. So we'll call this the last one. Let's do the last one on the disc because I'm going to replace that or try and get those stickers off because it's ruined my ting. Well, I got the can. But yeah, I'm going to call it there because yeah, I'm literally like that. It's soaking wet with sweat. But thank you everyone for dropping in and watching, and it is good to be back and shooting. Not just, I wasn't just not recording, I wasn't shooting at all for a week while I was sick, so it is good to start doing this again, and I'll see you on the next one.